Half of the AI tools you're using right now won't exist in 2 years, and the companies building them already know it. I'm not being dramatic. I'm looking at the economics, the talent drain, and the consolidation patterns happening right now, and the math is brutal. Let me walk you through why 2026 is the cliff. First, the obvious part. There are too many AI tools. We've gone from zero to about 15,000 AI startups in the last 18 months. Every single one launched a chatbot wrapper, a code generator clone, an image tool knockoff. They all raised money on the same pitch. We'll be the next OpenAI. They won't be. Most of them can't be, because OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, and maybe 3 others are already winning the infrastructure race. The model layer is consolidating fast. But here's what most people miss. The real collapse isn't at the top. It's in the middle. It's all the small and medium-sized AI tools that got funded between 2023 and 2024. The ones that felt innovative 6 months ago. The ones you probably have 3 or 4 of running in your workflow right now. Why are they doomed? 3 reasons, and they all hit at the same time in 2026. Reason 1. Unit economics are broken. Most AI tools make money one of 2 ways: subscription or API credits. But here's the problem. The cost of running an AI model keeps dropping, but it's not dropping fast enough to save a tool that has no moat, no network effect, and no reason for you to stay loyal. If ChatGPT adds the feature your $5 a month tool does, you leave instantly. You don't even think about it. And ChatGPT is free. That's not a fair fight. It's not even a fight. It's a shrug. So these tools are burning cash to keep users. They raise Series A, they raise Series B, they spend it all on customer acquisition and server costs, and the math never closes. By 2026, the money runs out. The VCs stop funding AI startups that aren't either owning the model layer or providing something so specific and defensible that they can survive on a niche. Most tools can't claim that. Reason 2. Talent is already leaving. The best engineers at these startups aren't stupid. They can see the spreadsheet. They can see that their tool is burning $10 million a year and has 10,000 users. They know what that means. So the smart ones are either jumping to the big players who have money and defensibility, or they're starting over with a completely different bet. This is already happening. I'm seeing it in hiring data, in LinkedIn moves, in the quiet resignations. The second-tier AI companies are quietly becoming ghost towns. The ones that didn't get mega-funded are leaking talent like a sieve. Reason 3. The feature collapse. Everything is becoming a feature, not a product. This is the brutal part. OpenAI is adding code generation. Google is adding it to Workspace. Microsoft is baking it into Office. Anthropic is selling to enterprises. Every major player is horizontally integrating. If you built a specialized AI tool, the clock started when the big player realized your feature was valuable. 6 months later, they've copied it. 18 months later, they've integrated it into something users already pay for or get for free. Your startup dies not with a bang, but with a feature flag in a competitor's product. Now, which tools survive? There are actually 4 categories that make it past 2026. First, the ones owned by the big players. If Anthropic buys your tool or OpenAI acquires your team, you're fine. You become a feature or a product line inside a company with unlimited runway. That's safety. Second, the tools with genuine defensibility. That means either they own their own model, or they're so integrated into a specific workflow that switching costs are real. Replit, for example, is basically a development environment now. It's not just a coding AI tool. It's infrastructure. That's defensible. Same with Figma's design AI integration. It's not a separate tool. It's part of the design system. Hard to leave. Third, the enterprise tools that solved a real, expensive problem and have contracts to prove it. If you're using an AI tool that cost your company $50,000 a year and it's actually saving you $200,000 in labor, you're not leaving. You're signing a 3-year deal. Those companies make it. Fourth, the hyper-specialized niche tools. If you built an AI tool for, say, legal document review for insurance claims, and you have 200 paying customers who can't live without it, you're fine. You're small, you're profitable, you don't need venture capital. You're boring and profitable, and you live forever. Everything else dies. Now, what does this mean for you? If you're using 5 different AI tools right now, you should probably expect that 3 of them won't exist in 2 years. Maybe they'll get acquired and merged into something else. Maybe they'll just shut down. Either way, your workflow changes. The integration breaks. You have to find a replacement. That's not a bug. That's the nature of a market that's still forming. The internet had the same thing in 2000. The smartphone app market had the same thing in 2012. Most things die. The survivors are usually the ones that own something irreplaceable or the ones that got absorbed into something bigger. So here's what I'd do if I were you. Before you fully commit to a new AI tool, ask yourself 3 questions. 1. Who owns this? Is it a big player with money or a startup burning cash? 2. What's the moat? Why can't OpenAI or Google just copy this in 6 months? 3. Is there a contract or integration that makes it hard to leave? If you can't answer those questions with confidence, treat the tool as temporary. Use it, but don't build your entire workflow around it. Because by 2026, a lot of what feels indispensable right now is going to be a gravestone in the startup cemetery. If you want to stay ahead of this stuff and actually understand which tools are going to survive, which bets are going to pay off, and which hype cycles are about to collapse, subscribe. I break down the real patterns in AI every few days, not the marketing noise. See you in the next one.